to remember parties are still the best way to rock our business. And they can be done virtually too. And I think that it's important to remember that virtual parties are awesome because you get a wider reach. So whereas before, your hostess might only have room for 5 people in her house, well, now Facebook is your house, and your Facebook event can be your house, basically. And she can invite 200 people if she wants, and they can all see about and learn about JAFRA. Even if they don't respond that they're going, they're still going to get notifications about this JAFRA thing over there. And so that just helps brand our company and gets your name out there just a little bit more. So just remember that too. So we have been partying like crazy. I love parties. I love to get people together. And it's still proven to be lucrative for our team. I had a party at the end of April that was over $800 in sales, and people didn't even touch the product. I literally, would just show them the Defy cleanser like this on my hands and answer their questions. And $800 later, wow, that was amazing. Plus I had another booking. So they still work the same way. You just gotta pivot your mentality a little bit. And I have had amazing time sponsoring in the last couple months as well. And I still feel like the launch party in particular for new and renewing consultants is a really great idea, because it shows your consultant how to do a party. And again, going back to what Belinda said, if parties are still the best way for us to work our business, it's important that our consultants know how to host a party. And so I encouraged many of them, as you see, and they all took me up on it, to let's do an online launch party. Let's do this for you. And very similar to Tatiana, we just did a mystery hostess, or she was the host. And then that made it really fun. And we decided that they could choose who would get the hostess rewards and the hostess credits, right? Based off of their participation. So we had a really, really good time with it. It was fun for me to just jump in there at the beginning and do a quick live and welcome my consultants to JAFRA and introduce them to their community as a new JAFRA beauty consultant. But enough of me. I really want you guys to hear from Ashley and Jessica, my 2 new JAFRA managers. They are so excited. They both love JAFRA so much. And Ashley is absolutely amazing, you guys. She is such an influencer. She posts and shares about JAFRA all the time, and she loves it. So Ashley, are you there? Can you unmute yourself? I want you to jump on and share a little bit about what you've been doing, how you've been booking parties. We actually did a launch party with Ashley and some of her future team, or now her team. And so we had 4 consultants in one launch party. I think we had over 700 people invited. It was crazy. But they had like $500 in sales from it. It was awesome. So Ashley, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you. I'm currently getting beat up by a baby, so I'm going to do my best. But
you are going to be great.
But yeah, we did the launch parties, and like you said, what we did was like a whole team party, basically for people that hadn't done a launch party yet, that had just started with JAFRA. And so on that, we had, like 4 or 5 people that were hosting the party. So it wasn't just one person. And it ended up really great. Like you said, there was over $500 in sales, and like 800 people invited. I think we maxed out on the invitations that we could that we could send people to let them know about JAFRA. But that's how much we love JAFRA. And one of the things that I did as far as getting people to want to do the party is, there's, when you place an order, it asks you if you want to do the party booking gift of a micro polish mask for $7. And I did that. So I had a couple different micro polish masks. And then me and my best friend, we had a mask, we went live on Facebook and we did a mask party. And then we offered that as gifts. We let people see what it was and how it worked and talked about it. And then we offered that as a gift for people that hosted a party. And the launch parties, like you said, we've actually done like 3 parties since then, I think, and Jackie was invited to all of them because we had that incentive and it was exciting and we love JAFRA. And the more the better. I think one of our parties, it was literally me and Hannah kind of talking to ourselves, and you know what? Because nobody else came. And so what we did was we recorded it and we used it as a tool to show people how the parties work and what the parties are and stuff. We can't control whether or not anybody actually responds to it. And then one of the people actually is on the call right now. We have a party booked. Her name is Krista. We have a party booked for next Sunday. And in the process, we actually need to change it because she decided to become a new JAFRA consultant before then. So now we need to change the party to her, which is great. Because she sees how much I love JAFRA and she loves me, and you know, we're getting very close. And I couldn't do this without Hannah. Like she, you know, she hops onto the parties and helps so much. It's really about having a great manager, and if you don't have a great manager, it's about being a great manager yourself for your team. And you know, that's about what I got on the parties, you know, the hosting gift. And the more excited you are about it, you know, the more you love JAFRA, your friends are going to see it and they want to help you. I have literally just asked and been like, will you do this for me? And, you know, they'll say, okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. And Jessica, actually, that was perfect. I love it. And Jessica, you've had a very similar experience. I can't wait for people to meet you as well. And I would love for you to just share briefly a little bit about your story, because you're a little different. Ashley was a completely new consultant to JAFRA, but you kind of have a different story that I would really love the rest of the Amber region to hear.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica, and I was an inactive consultant for 2 years. And I recently retired from the military. I was active duty in the Navy. And so I couldn't juggle both JAFRA and the military. So when I retired, I actually received a call from Hannah. And I guess she was my manager, and I didn't really know because I hadn't kept up with JAFRA. But I did also have, I was pregnant at the time, and I had my baby girl 2 months ago. And so when Hannah called me, it was actually perfect timing because I had just retired from the Navy. I didn't plan on going to work. I was just going to be a stay-at-home mom for a little bit. And so when she called me, I was really interested. For one, I love skincare. For two, I love makeup. And not only that, but also my mom has used JAFRA religiously for the past 15 years. And she always gets compliments on her skin and how great it is. And her skin, she doesn't have any wrinkles. Her eyes, her face just looks so young and glowing. And so I know that the results, you know, with JAFRA work. I know that JAFRA is a great product, especially with the skincare. Royal Jelly is amazing. And so with that being said, I decided to give it a try, and I wanted to launch my JAFRA party, and I did use the Facebook outline that JAFRA provided, and I found that to be very, very helpful. For me, I was going through it each day and just seeing what I could do differently. And so one of the things too I decided to do was whenever I saw a post, I wanted to make it more personalized. So instead, there was a little, I'll give you an example. There was a boomerang of a girl holding the longevity balm and the creme. And so I was going to post that, but then I decided, why not take a picture myself with the products on hand and just, you know, show them that I, you know, use it as well. And so when I did that, you know, I got a lot of engagement from that picture. And so after that, I decided that I just wanted to do more lives. And I've never done lives before. I've always had my personal Facebook, but I never went on live. But I felt more comfortable just knowing the fact that it was my family and friends who love and support me that were there. So it did help a lot. And so when I went live, I just always thanked them for the support, even if they watched it or they didn't, or liked it or didn't. And by that, I mean like reacted to the video. And I was nervous but that's okay because with time, you will get better. I've only done it a few times and I have gotten a little bit better. So I do still plan on doing parties virtually, especially since I can do it from home. And so with my last party, I had it on the last day of May. And I actually had somebody who was interested in becoming a consultant, and we signed her up that same day. And so that was basically the last person I needed to get my team going. And that's when I promoted manager, literally the last day, maybe to the last hour or two. And so that was really awesome. And I have encouraged the people who I have on my team to get the product packs because it's something that they really can't miss out on. Like, that offer is just amazing. And for one, too, is just being honest with them. Just being honest. I try not to force it. I'm always honest about the products and everything. And so, yeah, that's basically how I promoted manager up until the last 2 hours. And I couldn't have done it without Hannah. It was awesome.
It was amazing.
It was
You
so
did
much
so
fun.
good on your videos. Oh my gosh, you were so
She
cute.
did.
All of you, every one of the consultants in your team, Hannah, I want to pause. Congratulations, Ashley, Jessica, Hannah Wachter. You took the virtual parties, but you took them to your team. And now it's a platform of how every new consultant is welcome to her team. And for those, they will see how quickly they can build, right? They build their sales, they build their potential consultants, they get more bookings. And so it's just become your new platform within your district.
Yep.
So Hannah, congratulations.
Thank you. It still works,
So
guys. It works. So keep it up.
it works. It works. You did some great training. So if you want to go back and see some of Hannah's tips, we've had Dia's tips, we've had Wiley, we've had so many of you sharing. You can go into the units on Facebook. And I thank the whole team. I know many of you are, I think Deb's out there, I think Lisa's here. I don't know how many are there that were having their parties. Krista, all of them. Thank you for involving me, to all of you who did. It wasn't about, are they doing it right? It was to say, let's try this and invite as many as you want. We're going to continue training on virtual parties because it is a way, and one of the best ways. You could be doing 5 live parties and have 5 going on the backside and double your reach. That's what this is about. So again, thank you so much, Tatiana, Hannah, Jessica, Ashley, for sharing from your heart, sharing your best tips. We'll get you those PowerPoints. Don't worry. You're going to have everything you need because we always give you what you need in JAFRA. Now it's up to you to decide, where am I going? So let's take us to our quick click program on the month and where we are going. As we continue moving forward, we're going to just go very quickly. I'm going to go through the slides because what I want you to do is just grab some thought starters as we get to our final pieces here. Really, truly, pause. Look at everything as parties first. Jen and Frank built this company saying if you held 2 parties a week, you could earn everything there is in JAFRA. I'm not going to change that. It could be 2 virtuals. It could be 1 live. It could be virtual on the backside. You could have so many hostesses at one time. Listen, I was at 12 parties, plus I was in 6 outside vendor parties. I was at 18 parties every day. It was like, oh my gosh. So the cool thing is, yes, you can. And they said it beautifully. Just try it. Don't look for perfection. So here's a fun party idea. How many parties will you and your team have for the mani-pedi party? Own it, claim it, go get it. Ask people to help, like Ashley said. Just ask. Do a mystery hostess, as you heard Tatiana talk about. It's beautiful. Get the support of your family and friends, like Jess talked about. So have fun.